They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The very essence of beauty you hold her within. Every crack and crevice you hold her. You're beautiful is what holds a seed.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Melanin Pot.
And today we have a special guest. Dunna Davis is in the building. Hey. Promoter.
How y'all doing?
We here.
Hey.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on your show. It's such an honor, you know.
You're welcome.
The famous Melanin Pot.
Okay, no.
He's the famous.
Y'all
Right,
like that?
He's the famous.
Dunna Davis.
Right, the party promoter.
Let's start there.
Let's slow down on it.
Listen.
Well, it wouldn't be infamous now, would it? Now?
Right.
So walk us through it a little bit. Tell us about what you're doing, what you got going on, how this happened.
Well, you said a lot. What do you actually want
Okay,
me to
well,
start?
let's just start with how did this happen? When did this happen? Those two.
2010.
Oh, okay.
Good year.
I went to, well, I was a freshman at UAPB. And when I got on the yard, I seen it going on, which is the guy I kind of brought up earlier, Naki. Shout out to my guy. He was doing it. He had his own thing going on, moving and grooving. And I kind of tagged along. I liked it. I liked what he was doing. So I kind of just jumped right in, you know what I'm saying? We linked up. And ever since then, like since 2010, we've been rocking with each other, you know what I'm saying? Right hand, you know.
So what is your environment when you go to Pine Bluff? I know you're here in Little Rock now, so what does going to Pine Bluff look like for you? Going back home.
I wouldn't say it looks too much different. The feeling is like it's great. It's like I've never been there before, you know.
Oh, okay.
Even though I haven't been gone long, it's like I miss it, but you know, here is better, you know. But shout out to my hometown, you know. I'm not down in y'all, don't, cause
That's
y'all
good.
will jump on me. But nah, it's just, you know, just going back home, all the love you get, you know what I'm saying, from gas stations to barbershops, beauty shops, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
They really support
the
you.
love, you know. My biggest support system is
Really?
Pine Bluff, my biggest.
And that's what's up, to actually see somebody who does party promotions in the community is actually behind them in different ways beyond just going to the party. Like these people actually care about who you are, and they really believe in the mission of you as a person.
Exactly. They really do care. It means a lot, you know. That's why I'm going to rep my city wherever I go, you know. Wherever I got to. My biggest support system, once again. Pine Bluff.
He read?
That's so sweet.
Not you ready to cry.
Okay, I'm not gonna cry, guys.
Okay. All right.
Please don't, because I was.
I thought that was the light.
So you have a little sensitivity.
I just told y'all I got a good...
He
Y'all thought I was
did say he
playing.
had a good heart.
Oh, you got okay. You got a good heart.
Well,
So the promoter is just like a little front.
it's not a front.
This is
Promoters
his
can be
business.
serious.
This is his
That's my
job.
job.
But don't you always look mean?
For real?
Jacqueline, you look mean, and you do
Okay.
good.
You do, because when I came
Right.
in...
Yeah, you smiling right now. What you
She
mean?
got that.
I always look mean.
What?
How you on?
So
That's different though.
that's-
I'm not a promoter.
Promoters
But
don't have to
you're-
be
but
nice,
you're
though.
PR.
A lot of them not.
Oh, so let's go there then.
Well, let's go there.
So being in this profession of a promoter. Now, we're here from Arkansas. Let's keep it real here. Let's make it plain. There's so many different promoters that we see on different levels, and a lot, you know, it's so, I don't want to say messy, but it gets very controversial.
Yeah.
In regards to territory and respect and people being legitimate when it comes to business. So how have you been able to stay in clear of the actual mess and the confusion? Hell of a question, man.
It is, but it's pretty much just being upfront, just being straightforward. You know, it's either you want to work with a person or you don't. You know, and a lot of people. Before I say this, shout out to all the promoters in Arkansas. You know, shout out to all y'all. But it's a lot of people that do a lot of things. Well, put it like this: people put their feelings into this, into
what?
business.
Okay.
And once you see something here, you're going to take it to heart, which is going to make you do something over here.
Right.
And it's going to make this person feel some type of way, which you was already feeling some type of way. Now it's going to keep growing and growing. Because in this generation, people don't know how to put their pride to the side, you know, and just really just talk, you know, or they'll talk through the internet, you know what I'm saying? A lot of slick shots and all of that. But I pretty much I pretty much fool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I never down talk nobody. One thing I make sure I never do, I never downplay anybody's event.
Well, that's good.
Big, small, win, lose, or draw. I don't downplay it because that's where it all begins, you know.
And you've been in that position, right? So you understand.
Because starting from the ground up, you had some events that
flop.
flopped,
Yeah,
that jumped.
yeah, of course. I mean, you take losses. I mean, that's what life in general. You're going to take losses. You're
Right.
going to run into brick walls, but you're just going to have to keep going, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us wouldn't be where we are today if we didn't keep going, you know.
That's
So,
true.
yeah, losses have came, but that's another thing, too. When a lot of people take losses, they get discouraged, you know what I'm saying, because they see other people's success, but you only just see the success part. You don't really see the downfall. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm pretty sure with, say for instance, the show, everything don't go as planned with the show, but you guys never stop. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that's a lot. That's something that people don't really
Don't get to see that often.
That's true.
at all.
So, who is outside of the promoter? Because that's your job, that's business. What is personal? Do you have any philanthropic aspirations?
Kind of, sort of, but it all ties into the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from clubs to music, it kind of all ties into the same thing.
How so? Did you like have a huge platform? So like, how do you use your platform besides promoting like an event or a party?
That's tough, cause I use this every single day, like with everything that I do. I think with everything that's going on, no matter what it is, promotion has to be done.
That's true.
For anything to run smoothly, run good, it has to be promoted. So that's kind of hard for me because I use that tool with everything that I do. You
I
know,
mean, that makes sense. Like, so do you use it for maybe some free events that's happening in the community? Do you use it like in that way? Do you believe in the whole, let me do a few free projects?
I do. I actually do a lot of. Well, I've done a lot of free projects. Cause my city, once again, is kind of. It's kind of.
No, go ahead, go in detail, because
Under, it's kind of under. Well, we don't have we don't have any broke people in Palm Bluff, but people kind of tight with their money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People don't want
I'm
to.
sure some broke people.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want
everywhere.
to. A lot of people don't want to spend their money to see the same people. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
I mean, and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me as a promoter, I got to find different gimmicks. You know what I'm saying, to get these people out. But once again, even though my people are spending their money in my city, they still support, you know what I'm saying, which goes back. Those are my biggest supporters. They don't want to spend their money. They don't want to go buy outfits. They don't want to go pay for a babysitter, but they still do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I try my best to always give back, but still, you know what I'm saying, cover what I have to cover, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
I guess it's hard to do both, especially in this line of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
guess you
think.
could say that.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, because you didn't say, you said it's the same, so I'm assuming it's hard to cover both. That's why you don't do it often.
Yeah.
Just getting from what you just said. Kinda.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And so why do you think, just looking at, when you think about party promoters, why do you think party promoters get a bad rap?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And that's just overall. It don't matter where you are, where you from.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because we have the reputation of sleeping with a lot of women. That's the first thing. The number one thing I get from everybody is, you got a name, so you got a lot of females. That is like the biggest
On
thing.
both sides,
like,
men and women say that.
Men.
Or just women. They don't be like, oh,
You only got
bro.
those.
Yeah, like,
Well,
bro,
yeah,
you
that's
got
true.
those.
That's true. That's
Look
true. A
at
lot of
you mistaken.
tried
all
it.
that.
A lot
You
of
tried
no,
it.
listen, I
tried.
did not. I
Yes,
did
you
not.
did.
Y'all trying it right now.
I know.
Ooh,
Wait a
man,
minute.
Jack.
Well, let me
Well,
don't
let
make me
us
succeed though.
MJ.
No, but a lot of guys, I've peeped this. A lot of guys do try to hang out or like hit me up like, don't know what you got going. I never hear from them. You know what I'm saying? Until like,
Is it hard
Parties
to keep
come
friends in this
Trying to
line?
utilize the status.
no, it's not.
It's not hard to keep friends? Is nobody always trying to get over or something? You have a few that's
Back in the
solid
day.
when you first started.
Back in the day, yeah, back in the day. But now it's everybody, like I say, still support. My closest friends still pay for any event, which I don't make them, but you know, they would if I made them. You know what I'm saying? But because they know this is what I do. But yeah, I got a lot of guys that hit me up, try to get in cahoots, say like, oh, you got a lot of females, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. Before I was in a relationship.
Oh,
this
shout out
happened
to
too, you know.
your woman.
Yeah. Shout out to Brandy.
Oh,
I love you.
hey, Brandy.
Oh.
How you doing?
But yeah, even before I had a girlfriend, you know, it was, I don't know if I want to talk to you because, you know, you're promoting, blah, blah, blah.
Was that hard, starting your relationship?
Very.
It was.
Very
It was hard for her to trust you?
Very hard. And it was, because when we first started off, I was taking I still do. I take it very serious. I'm saying up from sundown, sun up. I'm up all night. You know what I'm saying? Just promote, research, writing. And it's like, I wasn't giving her as much time, but I'm glad she was patient. I'm glad she waited it out. You know what I'm saying? Because now she going to get anything she wants. You know?
That's right.
That's nice.
So my question, I know that you probably keep up with the show, and we have a lot of discussion about relationships on the show. So you said that she actually patiently waited it out. What do you think? What would you say are some signs that a guy's worth waiting out? Because off screen, you made a comment, a few things about how black women women have changed nowadays. So what are some tips that you think will help women figure out that guy that's worth waiting for? Because we all know that rapper, we all know that promoter that's really just using that excuse not to have a job. So
wait, what?
They don't. Yeah, they have people that, oh, I'm a rapper or I'm a promoter, but it's really an excuse not to have a job and to whatever.
And you've really made this. Right.
Yeah, but you actually are doing it. So what are some tips that you think women should know about these performer or entertainment industry guys that would say they're worth waiting on versus that bum dude?
His passion. I mean, no matter what, you can tell when a person is really passionate about what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're gonna make it happen. You know, and you can tell. You really can see it in the person's eyes. You know what I'm saying? When they genuinely discussing whatever it is that they do, you can tell. You can tell through conversation, through just their words. You know what I'm saying? They're very passionate about it. You know, they get mad when you know what I'm saying. They're very passionate about it. So if you got a guy that's very passionate about his rap or about his promotion, you know, because it's hard for you to be very passionate when you want to just kick it 24/7. With promoters, in some aspects, you got to kick it. You know what I'm saying? That's just
how you make connections.
Yeah, that's just where life. You got to mix and mingle with people. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you have to do. You know, but once you don't have a reason to do it, and you still doing it, like, because I would stay home and just research, you know.
So what all goes into promotion? Because you're saying research. When I think of promotion, I'm not thinking of some of these things. So what? Like so enlighten us a little bit, just a little bit.
When I say research, is well, first of all, everything is down on paper. You know, everything is on paper. When I say research, I can pretty much tell you all the big time promoters is doing it. Their background, I can tell you what they like, foods they eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of, because you don't want to copy. You don't want to duplicate.
Right.
But you want to embrace what they did. You want to elevate what they did. I mean, that's,
be inspired to do your own thing.
You got to be inspired. When I say research, and it's anything from venues to what people actually like, studying social media, studying just people. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, you know, oh, I need a flyer, I need to go book this venue. You know what I'm saying? Security, DJ. Nah, it's a lot more. I mean, some people look at it like that, and some actual promoters look at it like that.
Oh, okay. But those who don't want to do this all day long.
Yeah, I mean, once again, this falls back on my guy. I told y'all, man, my right hand, Naki. That's what we do. We sit up and, you know, pretty much if we ain't out,
at an event or something,
we in here putting together some things. Yeah. And, you know.
I got a question. So, like, why y'all promoters can't come together and do, like, one big event? What's wrong? Why does it seem like a lot of promoters can't work together?
It's a lot of hate.
I guess that's with anything then, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of hate because I've experienced, you know, a lot of people don't want to work with me because they say I think I'm the man or the shit.
Are you? Do you?
I don't think
You know,
the
no
shit,
plan.
but I'm very confident. I stand behind my brand. I stand behind
Okay.
Dunna Davis. You know what I'm saying? When my name is on something, I'm gonna put my all into it. You
Right.
know? And it's kind of deep because when, just say you're a new promoter or you coming up and you did a few events and you did this, you did that, but what we do is kind of different because this is a lifestyle for us, you know. So if I'm gonna work with you, you know, it gotta be.
You gotta be right.
You gotta be on the same. You gotta have the same mentality I got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do this and play football or you know what I'm saying. Not saying it's not possible because it is possible, but if you're more passionate in football,
And
it's
that's
no.
what your
it's-
focus
is.
yeah,
stuff.
that's where your
Big
focus
time.
at. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, now if you're in the same field, if you're doing like PR work or you're a producer slash promoter type deal, you know what I'm saying? That all kind of tie in with it. If it's something
Right.
far all the way out, you know what I'm saying? All the way left field, then
It's not gonna work.
at all.
Where did Dunna come from? I just realized it.
Well, for those who don't know, my name is Robert.
We miss Robert.
That's my real name. Dunna came from my mama. She was holding me in the air when I was a baby. She was saying Dun Dun, and she said Dunna. So Dunna just stuck
With you.
I actually hated Dunna at first, you know.
Like when you first started your promoting career? Or like when you was a kid?
I was about like 5th, 6th grade. It
Oh.
was, you know what I'm saying? There was like one girl who knew it for some odd reason. I don't know.
Oh, you
how.
probably told her when y'all was supposed to be taking a
Nothing
nap.
supposed to say.
Wait, you
Oh,
supposed to be
yeah.
taking a nap, you probably
Is she
whispered in her
They
ear.
call me Dunna.
Yeah,
Something that
she
they
just
do.
knew my name, and I'm like, she was like, "Hey, Dunna." I'm like, "How do you know that?" You know, but
She probably heard your mama say it.
I met at church.
like 2 years later, it just
Everybody was calling
everybody
you
was
that.
calling me Dunna. So
Does
I just
anybody
had
know
to
your real
stick
name
it.
is Robert?
Not really.
They do now.
They do now.
I was gonna say now they do, but everybody think my real name is Dunna. You know,
I did.
So what is Dunna's don'ts? Like, what are your don'ts, period? As far as lifestyle, as far as work, what are 5 of your don'ts? Like, you won't find me doing this. And be mindful, especially this one right here will hold you accountable. So don't say nothing don't say nothing to do with mics and say something to do with the don'ts.
that's kind of hard to say. I mean,
What is there any type of party you not gonna do?
Right.
You do any kind of party.
I
Sex
would-
party.
I wouldn't say that because, well,
I got big.
okay, listen.
You see
that-
sex parties.
I got big.
Yeah, that type of stuff. I ain't really into that type of stuff.
Oh.
I'm not into it, but I never do it because we in this to please the people, you know. So
Wow.
if that's what the people, I'm not saying we personally please the people.
But you would throw the
He
party.
would throw the party for the people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If that's what the people want, but I doubt that. But you know,
So
you
that's
never
a good
really
doubt.
know. You know, you never really know. So it's hard for me to say what I won't do.
You don't have nothing. You just come to the table like, so I want to do a party with you. And you be like, I'm not doing that. That's something that I'm not rocking with.
I mean, and it doesn't have to be work.
It don't have to be huge, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that ain't.
You don't have nothing.
So like
Anybody can bring you anything.
I'm very open minded.
He said so. He said you do
Okay.
it for the people. So
Yeah, I'm very
you give the
open-minded.
people what they want. So in regards to who Dunna is, what do you give the people what they need?
Say that again.
So you give the people what they want. These parties, they want this. You give them that. You give them what they want. What about the brand gives the people what they need?
Parties.
They need parties.
they need
They
it.
need long hours at work, all through the week. Saturday night, you want to get out. Oh, Dunna's throwing a party. It's everything you need. Come out. If I see you, you're like, oh, Dunna, you know what I'm saying? Drinks on me. Okay, I got the next one. You just please them by just saying you got the next one. You just they needed that extra drink. You know what I'm saying? They needed it.
Well, this is my thing. When you say what they need, we all understand needing a break, needing relax time.
Yeah.
I go out all the time, so
she stayed.
I've never seen
exactly. So I can't be that out, right? Okay. So anyway,
That's not
but I do go out. I go out.
She been hood.
She be the elevation. Shout out to you.
First of all, Elevation's not even open no more.
And she be at
Okay.
420 or whatever.
Same place.
Okay. I go out to different establishments.
Frequently.
Not all that frequent.
Very frequent.
And if I do, I'm grown.
She is grown.
You is grown, girl.
I'm grown.
Be grown on with your question.
Anyway, so what I was about to say is, so when you say that you give them what they want, give them what they need, have you ever had an issue with safety? Have you ever had an issue with underage? Like, how do you handle
All the
those
time.
things with giving them what they need?
All the time. When you're under 21 and you really can't drink, a simple admission would do for those 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Because, I mean, every weekend that I do something here, it's going to always be free. Whether it's the first 30 minutes, the first hour, first hour and a half, or even all night, you know.
Oh, I guess
So-
that's giving people what they need.
It's really kind of easy. I wouldn't say easy. But you will be surprised by a person just hearing their name on the mic, hearing a shout out. A simple hug, a simple handshake / conversation would do for a person, you know. And it took me a long time to really realize it, you know, but I talked to a guy like, I think it was like November. I didn't know him, but we chopped it up in the club, you know. We just you know what I'm saying, casual conversation. But I remember telling him something about, you know, what I do, pretty much what I'm saying now. But it wasn't as long as this, you know, but it was kind of about 5 minutes. And I seen him in the club again in April. And he just told me, like, man, you inspired me to go ahead and do what I want to do. You know, he told me he was leaving for the Air Force. I want to say, he probably gone now. But he said he was leaving sometime, you know. And like, I never thought that simple conversation would just give somebody the extra push. Just going. He was a young cat. He was a young guy. Just graduated. Well, he didn't just graduate. Yeah, he just graduated, and he didn't go to college the fall semester.
Right.
Okay.
He didn't go to college the fall semester. And when I seen him, he said, man, you finally encouraged me to do something with life, you know.
I guess that's part of meeting people where they are.
Yeah.
It may not be on a grand scheme that we think of it, but just like you said, a simple conversation.
Being personable.
And
a
being,
lot of promoters, they won't, you know,
they
they'll be
not.
at their VIP, and then they'll come out with their entourage, and you know,
And
they-
we didn't thanks for your money, you know.
Right.
That's one thing
Not
I
even
make
that.
sure I do. If you ever come to any party that I'm hosting, I'm gonna make sure I get out and I mingle with people, because you don't want to pay your money to come kick it with me, and I'm on stage all night, and then security telling you can't get on stage. You know what I'm saying? You can't kick it with me. Like, you paid your money to kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna mix and mingle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what it sounds like to me, you have been involved in Christianity, because I tell people all the time, there's a difference between a believer follower and Christians sometimes. And what you're saying is the principle of what we are to learn and what we are to uphold as Christians, even though you're doing it as a party aspect. So what is your background as far as spirituality? Because that's the energy that I'm really
I've
getting
been in
from
church
you.
all my
Yeah.
life. All my
Okay.
life I've been in church. And I hate to say this, but like the past year, I've been slacking a lot. Like, I haven't even been going to church. I've been having like long Friday and Saturday nights. Friday and Saturday nights I'm in the club. Not saying that's an excuse, because it's not. Because I still should be able to get up, you know what I'm saying? But that goes back to what he asked me earlier about the mommy, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I be so busy. And once again, it's not an excuse, but it's just real hard, you know what I'm saying? And I told myself I would start making myself
I'm gonna hold you to it.
do what I mean, I want y'all to. I want y'all to. If y'all
Because this boy can mime. I don't know if y'all know.
I've never seen
known
that.
Dunna from when he used to post. He's still, he's
I
still
just-
doing party promotions.
I would like to see it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do, because I used to be in the club on Friday and Saturday, not even a club, just maybe a party or whatever. And then I get to church, dance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever, but I'm in church. But things just got so much bigger and so much more hectic. It's like, when will I have time to practice? You know what I'm saying? To even do, you know what I'm saying? When will I have time to listen to new gospel music, Christian music, you know what I'm saying? So,
Do you do anything
how
outside
do you,
of
yeah, how do you
party
Promotion.
promoting? Like what? How you get away? What's your, because
What's your
everybody need an
outlet?
outlet or a
Right.
release or something.
I would say, I'd probably say my girlfriend.
I knew you was about to say
You
that.
know.
You better say
You trying to
that.
get some cool points. Give it to him, girl.
I promise. I can't give it.
Nah, that's just the truth.
I swear. Let's keep it plain.
We'll make it plain.
What you thought?
We won't.
We won't.
Ah,
We'll
okay.
behave
It's a family
ourselves.
show.
This is a
Nah,
family.
Is it?
It's just my
No,
girlfriend,
it ain't
baby.
either.
Cause she makes me get out and do things with her, of course. Even if it's simple as going to the movies, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Or just being with her, you know, yeah. So it kind of take my mind, because she going to make me get off your phone, you know what I'm saying?
So what's next for you? Besides making the effort to make it to a church, they go to St. Mark in Little Rock. I go to St. Luke in North Little Rock. So what's next for you?
I'm trying to, I'm actually doing research to open up my own club, you know.
Oh, is this an exclusive?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know.
You heard it here first.
Bro, heard it here first on the Melanin
Yeah, a
Pot.
lot of people don't know from the club, and we also got this thing called 4TK for the culture, and it pretty much will cover everything. It pretty much will cover everything, you know, from graphics to promotion to PR, music, fashion, news, everything.
Wow.
I know. Shout out to Nate and Naki. Those are my two guys I'm doing this
Nate
with.
Naki, how y'all doing?
And from the club to that will be the next big project that we have.
That's awesome.
We ready to see.
If you need any PR assistance, JBM and Associates is here.
They gonna need it. They gonna need some.
Yeah.
We'll be ready to
You
talk
know.
business, and we'll have all y'all on when it's ready for that exclusive again.
Right,
You make sure you share with us first.
right.
Bring it here
Since-
first.
You know, y'all got my word.
Yeah, all right.
Y'all got my word.
Let's shake on
Yeah, we
that.
gonna hold you to it.
Let's
Y'all
just
got my
shake it.
word.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's shake.
You know.
Okay.
That's not official.
That's not official.
Definitely not enough.
So I
But
have
but it's for the culture. So that, it was for the
I
culture.
like
And
that.
on that note, it's been another episode of the Melanin Pot.
Wait. We got some news. We got something coming up.
What we got going on, man?
What?
The end of the month, July 22nd, will be our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, that's what
Oh.
we got
Cash
going on.
tickets on eventbrite.com/Melanin Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And you can finish closing out now.
Oh, I'm done, man. Get your tickets. It's gonna be lit.
Yes.
See y'all next
$5
time.
free, $10 at the door. Come see us regardless.
Not regardless.
Regardless.
What does that mean?